Disclaimer, I don't own any of the music being played in this podcast. I'm just doing this for fun. Don't flag me, please. But while you're here, can you give me a like and a subscribe? That'd be dope. See you later. Welcome to Sound Test episode 18. It's 18, right? It's been 7 months since the last Sound Test episode, and it's not even a continuation of the previous episode, because the previous episode left off on a cliffhanger ode to beat-em-ups, which I will conclude at some point, but I apologize for the ridiculous wait for a new episode. Things have been crazy. The pandemic's been happening. A lot of things have been happening out of my control, so I've had to improvise. But finally, it's time for a new episode, but it's not continuing from 17. I have a very controversial topic to talk about. Not really controversial. It's in nerd culture, I guess it's controversial, and in like a very niche section of of nerd culture. But anyway, tonight, whenever you're listening to this, we're going to listen to select tracks from 3 different Street Fighter games. And to me, these 3 are the best. Like I said, this is just my opinion. I'm going to let everybody weigh in on what their opinions are at the end of the episode, or in the comments, or wherever you're listening to this, albeit SoundCloud or YouTube or whatever. I am debating on which OST, depending on which tracks I've selected, are the best between 3 different Street Fighter games. Specifically, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter EX plus Alpha, and Third Strike. Alpha 2 came out in 1990, was it 96? I believe it's 96. 96, the composer was Setsuo Yamamoto, and there was a few others, but like he was the lead composer. Street Fighter EX came out about 3 years later. No, wow, same year. Never mind. That also came out in '96. The lead composer of that was Shinji Hosoe. And finally, 3 years later, we got Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which was composed by one of the greats, the all-time greats of composers, Hideki Okugawa. You'll recognize his stuff from a lot of the CPS 2 era and CPS 3 era. A lot of Capcom fighting games, and not just fighting games. He did soundtracks for like a few Mega Man games, Dead Rising, Resident Evil. I think he may have had a hand in a couple of the Devil May Cry games too. I don't know specifically, but I know like when you think about the Third Strike soundtrack, you think about him. So I have a little system in place. I've narrowed it down to, I believe it's 11 different categories, and for each category I have one song from each game. So, for example, we're going to rate the openings of it at the beginning. We're going to rate the opening sequence, the opening song for each game. The Alpha 2 opening, the EX plus Alpha opening, and the Third Strike opening. And here's my rating system. It's a little, like, you may not like it, maybe a little wonky, but here goes. I'm going to rank each song in each category from best to worst. The best, like, wherever the number 1 song is, that gets 2 points. Whatever the middle song is, the second place gets 1 point, and third gets nothing. So, and there may be some ties. So any tie everybody gets 1 point if there's a tie. If there's a 2-way or even 3-way tie, which there are a couple, they'll all get 1 point, not 2. And I narrowed it down to, like I said, there's 11 different categories. I got openings, I got character selects, but I'll talk about each one of them as they go along. So let's get started. I'm going to play first of all, the first 3 is going to be the opening sequence for Alpha 2, then EX plus Alpha, and then Third Strike. So I'm going to play each of these songs in their chronological release order. I'm making this sound way more complicated than it actually is, I promise. But let's start off with these 3. I love all 3 of these openings, but I think there's a clear winner here. So let's just get started with that.
so what's it gonna be? The trapped in a new world of Street Fighter 3. Make your first move, so what's it gonna be? The trapped in a new world of Street Fighter 3. The third chapter, so what's it gonna be? The third strike, y'all, is Street Fighter 3. 3.
Alright, let's delineate now. Let's talk about it. Okay. I'll say this for starters. I love the Street Fighter Alpha 2 opening. Everything about it, the visuals, the song, it all works. If you've played Alpha 2 and you remember the intro, it's so iconic, and so many YouTubers have parodied the opening. It's that good. And I have a really heavy nostalgic place for it. With that said, I think the Third Strike opening is better. Because it's just that song, it just hits so much differently, and it's just like, if you remember the visuals for Third Strike, it's like there's like the flashes of the art, and then there's like the word art, and it's just flashing on the screen, and everything it's the best of the three. So Third Strike is the winner in that category. So Third Strike gets 2 points off the bat. Alpha 2 is the second best one, in my opinion, and the EX one is just kind of nothing. No offense to it. I mean, like, it's fine. I hate using this term, serviceable. It's okay. It's alright. So, but it's not better than the other two. So nil for EX Plus right now. So yeah, Third Strike is in the lead right now. The second category is character select themes. We're going to do the same order, same thing. Alpha 2, EX Plus Alpha, Third Strike. So, let's get started on that.
choices to make them mad, ruckus to bring them, just hooked on it. Dark bodies who want it. I don't know where you got your skills from, jump off it. Bring it on, any opponent or contender. No one can stop this with guns and objects. As far as I'm concerned, yo, it's only one topic. Joining street fighters from bare hands to toxic. You're an average warrior, I be the master. I can teach you how to fight and move faster. One false move, kid, that be disaster. I beat you endless and continue the day after. Street Fighter 3, that's right, the third chapter. This game's for real, no lies or no actors. Pick your character, don't wanna represent your life. You start with anybody, so make your choice right. Select to make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select to make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select to make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select to make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay. Controversial opinion number 1 of many, I'm sure. I like both the Third Strike and the Alpha 2 ones equally. I love the Alpha 2 character select. I love the Third Strike's character select. So they're going to be tied. They're both going to get a point. So that's 2 for Alpha 2, and that's going to be 3 for Third Strike. Third Strike's still in the lead. Sorry, EX Plus. Don't really like it that much. Didn't really feel for that one, but like the Third Strike one, at this point, everybody knows it. Everybody who plays fighting games knows it. And then, like, the Alpha 2 one is just really well done, too. It's just so catchy, and it's just, like, I love them both. I can't choose. So, they're gonna have to be tied, and there's gonna be a couple more ties in this, I predict. So, but yeah, man, they're both the Alpha 2 and Third Strike ones are really strong. They're two of, like, the best character select themes in all of fighting games, in my opinion, but that's just how it is. And I know the comments are going to roast me for this, but this is how it is for me. The next 4 categories, I'm not going to play them all back-to-back without commentary, but the next 4 categories are character-specific themes. Like, this is, in this situation, it's like, these 4 characters are in all 3 of these games. So, and they all have distinctly different themes. So, I have Ryu themes from all 3 games, Ken themes from all 3 games, Chun-Li themes from all 3 games, and Akuma themes from all 3 games. So, we're going to go in that order, but not back-to-back without my commentary first. But, like, we're going to go into with Ryu themes first. So, I'm gonna go with that. Just to summarize, just to recap, Third Strike's in first with 3 points, Alpha 2's in second with 2, and EX Plus is 0 right now, is nil. But it will get some points, I assure you. I'm sure it will. But let's go with Ryu themes next. I've made my decision. Well, I made my decision long ago, but let's talk about him a little bit. Ryu's Alpha 2 theme it's an arrangement or a remix or whatever you want to call it. It's an arrangement of his original Street Fighter 2 theme. With that said, I think it's the best version of that, and it's the best song of these three. So I'm giving the nod to Alpha 2 in this instance. It's like that's the best version of the original Ryu theme to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a point to the 2 points now. Rising Dragoon, which is his EX plus Alpha theme, I really like that too. It's a really cool original arrangement for him, for the character, and like the EX plus Alpha songs kind of have an edge because they're all like full on songs, they're not just loops. So I guess that kind of gives him an unfair advantage, but I do really like his. So, but I don't think it's better than his Alpha 2 theme. So I'm going to give that a 1 point. So EX Plus is on the board now with 1. And Kobu is fine. His Third Strike song, it's okay. It's a little bland in my opinion. I guess I probably should have diversified this a little bit because I think Ryu's second Impact song, Good Fighter, is a really cool song. I like that more than Kobu, which is his Third Strike song. And there's countless other ones, like Ryu's Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter theme is really cool. His Marvel vs. Capcom 1 theme, which is basically just the arrangement of the Street Fighter 2 opening song, that's really cool too. But not counting crossovers and versus games, his Alpha 2 theme is his best theme, in my opinion. That's just me. Like I said, a lot of people will disagree, I'm sure. Whatever. Let's move on to Ken's themes now, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to say something about that too. But let's go to Ken now. I'm gonna say this. I love Ken's Alpha 2 theme so much. Because not only is it like the best remix of the original, is Ken's original Street Fighter 2 theme, it fits the aesthetic of the stage where he's all like on the yacht and there's like everybody, there's a pool and everybody's like living it up and being all rich and cool. It's great. It's not better than Jazzy NYC though. I'm just gonna be real. Like, Jazzy NYC is the song I associate with Third Strike. When I think about Third Strike, that's the first thing that comes to my head is that song. So, by the virtue of that, Third Strike gets 2 points because that's the best song out of the three to me. If Jazzy NYC wasn't in here, if it was just between Alpha 2 and EX, it'd be no question Alpha 2 was the winner. Like, but Guardian of Light, his EX theme, it's okay. It's like, I don't like it as much as Ryu's or anybody else's in that game. So, but it's like, it's fine as a Ken theme. It pales in comparison to the other two. So, EX gets the shaft once again. Sorry. Third Strike gets 2 points. Alpha 2 gets 1, which actually means right now Alpha 3 and Third Strike are tied with 5 points, and EX has 1. So, we're gonna go to Chun-Li themes next, and like Chun-Li is very important to me. Like, she's my favorite character in all of Street Fighter, possibly all of fighting games, but her 3 themes are something. We'll talk about them after we play them. So let's listen in on these. Alright. This was fairly easy for me. Chun-Li's Alpha 2 song is the best out of the three. Come on, let's be real. Like, I like that song. It's like, I've always liked Chun-Li's original Street Fighter 2 song, and then like her Alpha 2 song is just an awesome arrangement of that song. And so it's like, it's out of these three, it's the best. But like, if you want my actual recommendation for like the best version of her song, it's her Marvel vs. Capcom 1 song. That version of Chun-Li's theme is the best, in my opinion, anyway. But out of these three, her Alpha 2 song is the best. Spinning Bird, which is her EX plus Alpha song, I like that song too. Not as much as the Alpha 2 song. It's pretty good though. So that gets second. And I hate to say it, but like, I never liked Chun-Li's Third Strike song. I never liked China Vox. I always thought it was just kind of bland and boring. So like, it's my least favorite of these three. So Alpha 2 is in the lead with 7 points right now. Third Strike has 5, and EX plus Alpha has 1. No, not 1, 2. Sorry, I just got another point. So it's 7, 5, 2. That could change, but it will change with probably will change with Akuma Themes, because he's the next category, because he was in all 3 games as well. And I like all 3 of his songs are fairly different from each other. So let's listen to those real quick. Akuma themes. Akuma themes. Alright. Going in the order again. Akuma's Alpha 2 song, again, is an arrangement of his Super Turbo theme, which you don't really hear unless you fight against him. And that song's really rad. I think that song's cool. I like that. I like the Alpha 2 version a lot. However, it is not better than Killing Moon, which is his Third Strike song. That is the best Akuma theme, period. So, Third Strike gets the 2 points. God Hand, which is his EX plus Alpha theme, that song is cool, but it just... I put EX plus Alpha in a really bad spot, because it's like... Alpha 2's, like... As far as those characters, Alpha 2 and Third Strike just come out with really strong bangers, and it's just like... The EX plus Alpha songs are... Some of them are pretty good, and some of them are really good, but like, they're in other categories, so... So, Third Strike wins the Akuma theme out of the 3. And then Alpha 2 gets second, so I get 1 point. And then EX plus Alpha again gets nothing. Sorry. So right now, Alpha 2 is in the lead with 1 point. Literally 1. So, Alpha 2 has 8. Third Strike has 7. And EX plus Alpha has 2. I keep saying 1, it's 2. Here's things will start to get a little interesting from here. I chose the last 4 categories are like a little different. They're not specific to one character, so it's like I chose newcomers for the next category. So for Alpha 2, I chose Sakura, her theme, for her Alpha 2 theme. For EX plus Alpha, I chose Alan Snyder. It's technically his theme, but he shares it with Guile. But like, I consider it to be Alan's theme. Personally. And for the Third Strike category, I chose Elena's theme. You all know what that is. So we're gonna play these 3. This is also gonna be equally difficult for me because I like all 3 of these songs a lot. So I'm gonna have to choose 1 or possibly 2. We'll see what happens. no. I don't know which one to choose. Well, actually, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Okay, let's talk about Sakura's theme first. It's the original. This is her first appearance. Alpha 2 was her debut game, and I still think that version of her song is the best version. Like, she has some really good variation, like remixes of that song. Like her Street Fighter 4 like remix of that song is really good. Her Puzzle Fighter version has a version with lyrics in it, which I think is really good too. Alpha 3 song is trash. Get that out of here. She has a Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter song, which isn't that good either. Her Alpha 2 theme is the best. But yeah, it's the best. But Beats in My Head is one of the best songs in Third Strike. Let's keep it real. Like it's one of the best songs in that game. Like, if Jazzy NYC didn't exist, that's the song I associate with Third Strike. But again, Strange Sunset from Street Fighter EX plus Alpha, that is one of my favorite Street Fighter songs of all time. Like, of all Street Fighters. I straight up, like, I listen to that song like once a week. That song's amazing. Like, it starts off really slow with the piano, it comes through with a guitar, and it just slows down again, and it just picks up the pace. It's great. It's one of my favorite fighting game songs of all time. I don't know what to do here. Well, okay. I don't want to choose one, but I may have to choose one. Strange Sunset or Beats in My Head? Strange Sunset or Beats in My Head? Alright. I'm gonna be lame. Sorry, Sakura theme, but the other two are a tie. But they're both fantastic songs, so I'm gonna have to, like, I'm gonna give EX and Third Strike 1 point. So EX gets 1, Third Strike also gets 1. So now Alpha 2 and Third Strike are tied with 8, and EX3 has 3. Okay, I was this tempted to put Strange Sunset over Beats in My Head, but it's just like, I don't know what that, I don't know, I can't. I actually can't do it. As badly as I want to, I can't. Because Beats in My Head is too good to just trounce it. But Strange Sunset is amazing too. So we're just gonna move on. There's like 3 categories left, so let's wrap this up. The third category I chose was Comic Relief. For Alpha 2, I chose Dan's theme. It's a great theme. EX plus Alpha, I chose Skullomania. He's kind of comic relief. Let's be real. He's goofy, and his song's kind of goofy too, but it's a good goofy. And for Third Strike, I chose Sean as the comic relief character. So in his theme, which he shares with Oro, which is called The Longshoreman, I like that song a lot. So we'll see how I feel about those 3. I don't know if I can choose one out of that one either, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's just play the songs. I gotta choose again. Okay, Dan's theme is the best out of these three, I think, personally. I like the goofy 90s anime aesthetic of the music. It really just works for that character. I like that song a lot. So Dan's theme is my favorite out of these three. But this is the hard part. I have to choose between Amusement of Crime, which is Skullomania's theme, and The Longshoreman, which is Sean's theme from Third Strike. And I like them both a lot. Like, what I like about Sean's theme is that it was Oro's theme too. What I like about their theme is that there's progression. You hear, like, the main version is the first round, which is like the first minute. Then the percussion picks up in the second round, and then the first and second round kind of fuse together in the third round. I really like that about the song. And then the Skullomania theme is just so, like, bizarre and just, like, experimental. That's why I think I like that. That's what I like about that song the most. Okay, let's start with giving Alpha 2 points, because Dan's theme is my favorite out of these three. I just said. But now we have to decide who gets the 1 point for second place. I hate doing this. Amusement of Crime or Longshoreman? Which one of them is better? Oh, no. Let me move forward a little bit just to see what songs we got left. Guys, I'm a cop-out loser. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give the other two songs 1 point. I can't choose. I'm having a real hard time choosing between those two. I don't think either one should be left out, so I'm gonna give each 1 point. So Third Strike is gonna get 1 point. So will EX. So right now the score is Alpha 2 with 10, Third Strike with 9, and EX with 4. And there's 2 categories left. And I know who's winning each. So we'll see what happens at the end. Because these last 2 categories are pretty decisive for me. So the next to last category is villains. I got Bison's Alpha 2 theme. I have Garuda's EX plus Alpha theme, which is called Stronger. And Gil's Third Strike theme, what is the name of his theme? It's called Psych Out, yeah. So we're gonna play these villain themes real quick. Who's the illest? This is easy. Let's be real. Stronger, Garuda's theme from EX Plus Alpha, that song kicks ass. That song slaps. It's the best out of these three, like by far. If Strange Sunset didn't exist, Stronger would be the best song in EX Plus Alpha, in my opinion. So that's getting the point, the 2 points. And then between the Gil's Third Strike theme, what is it called? Psych Out? Between Psych Out and Bison's Alpha 2 theme, I like Psych Out more, actually. I used to not like that song, to be fair. I didn't like it at first, and I actually, like, listened to it again, and I just noticed I listened to more of the, again, Third Strike has this really cool thing it does with its songs where each round has a different variation of the song, and then it progresses, and it kind of, like, melds into itself for the third round. Like, the first and second versions fuse into each other, and, like, that's really cool. And I like, Gil's theme is really cool. So, that gets the 1 point. So, right now, Alpha 3 and Third Strike are tied with 10 points. EX Plus Alpha has 6. It's not bad, but there's one category left, so EX Plus Alpha can't win now. Just throwing that out there. So, there's one category left. There is credits, ending themes, basically the credit themes. Alpha 2, here's a caveat. Alpha 2 has 3 different ones. 3 different staff role themes. I picked the one that I like the most, which is the second one for this category. Then we got EX Plus Alphas, and we got Third Strikes, which actually has a name. It's called Moving On. So, right now the race is between those 2 games. It's between Alpha 2 and Third Strike. Who wins? Y'all probably know already, but let's play the songs anyway.
village, a dark world with street soldiers, thugs and gangbangers. Just like we showed you that last part of your life, but now it's changed to the newer era. Sick, even more colder than whatever. Yo, it's time I moved on. I put my title up. Everybody got defeated. It's time you hung it up. Optional. The level you on, you better settle. This would have been the closest you got to the medal. If you plan to start from scratch, you gotta fight your way up. It's all about the victory and who's getting ate up. Survivors are always labeled the fittest. That's why you couldn't win this. I'm the living legend, veteran in this. My first priority got dealt with successfully. Nothing more to prove in my corner. No one testing me. I finished all my missions. You tell me who the best could be. Capcom and Lockdown, Infinite is Street Fighter 3. I moved on. Now my life is much better. On to bigger things, but we hustle forever. We cut your life short. Plus you thought you was clever. It's all about the family. We staying silent forever. Yo, I moved on. Now my life is much better. Now we on some bigger things, but we hustle forever. We cut your life short. Plus you thought you was clever. It's all about the family. We staying silent forever. Third chapter. Third strike. Third world. Know what I'm saying? It's all about infinite. Change. No doubt. No doubt. Straight we moved on. Forever. I'm a hustler. Yo, light winds in a dead world like no existence. Like a wrath that storm, wiping it calm. Strong force like population across town or olive. I survived as a street soldier and stayed silent forever. Because of that, now my life is much better. This is making history, the age will tell you much better. Who's best in the challenge to really blow up your spot. Mix a little Capcom with T.O. What you got? An unbelievable force, too much power to try to get into. Catch us on the net with secrets, a little more to do. You try to pick the evilness to try to bring me down, but I got Almighty One on my side, holding it down. It's time I moved on, bigger things, bigger contenders. Get this paper from winning matches and money spenders. Motion picture type, so what's it gonna be? You're tuned in the new world of Street Fighter 3. So I moved on, now my life is much better. On to bigger things, but we hustle forever. We cut your life short. Plus you thought you was clever. It's all about the family. We staying silent forever. Yo, I moved on. Now my life is much better. Now we on some bigger things, but we hustle forever. I cut your life short. Plus you thought you was clever. It's all about the family. We staying silent forever. Yeah. Break it down. Break it down now. For real. Yeah. Street soldiers. Almighty One. Y'all got it. DC. Yeah. Sweats there. Racks there. West side. East side. South side. North side. Yeah. Face true. Yeah. East true.
Moving on wins. Come on, let's just be real with ourselves. Like, it's so good, and like, it just hip hop and Street Fighter just blend together so well. It's kind of weird. It's unreal, like how specifically like late '90s hip hop just and Street Fighter just work, and Hideki Okugawa made it work. I can't really describe why it blends so well together, but it just does. So, Third Strike gets the last 2 points. I really like that chill kind of R&B vibe that Alpha 2's Staff Roll 2 has, so that's gonna get the 1 point. Sorry, EX plus Alpha, that credit theme's whack. I'm sorry. It's just kind of nothing. So, at the end of the day, like a lot of people were saying, here, we'll just go with the final scores. The final scores, it was a close game, well, for the last 2 games anyway. Third Strike is the winner with 12 points. Alpha 2 was right behind it with 11. and EX Plus Alpha had 6. And this is just my opinion. Like I said, I only picked 3 games, and even then, I didn't even choose the entire OSTs of each game. So there's still some songs that were really good that weren't even picked. Like, I love Guy's Alpha 2 theme. That's really good. And Rolento's Alpha 2 theme is awesome too. And as Zangief's Alpha 2 theme is really good. Sagat's Alpha 2 theme is really good. What else? Snowland from Third Strike. That song is awesome. That's Necro and 12's theme. Makoto's theme is really good. Doctrine Dark's theme from EX Plus Alpha is really good. Like Bison's EX Plus Alpha song is really cool too. And Plum, I like her song. And not to mention there were songs there were games I didn't pick either. Like, honestly, kind of regret not putting Second Impact in this list, because Second Impact is a really underrated OST. It's one of the best ones in my opinion. Probably should have put that there instead of EX Plus Alpha, but I don't know. EX2 Plus also has a really good OST. AST rather, because I'm using the AST for both of those games. Like I should bring that up too. For Alpha 2, I technically chose the arranged soundtrack, which is the one that's in the PlayStation and Saturn, the home ports of the game, not counting the Super Nintendo one, but they're the arranged versions. I didn't pick the original CPS2 versions because I think the arranged versions are much better. Same thing with EX Plus Alpha. It's the home port versions of those OSTs, not the arcade versions have slightly different versions of those same songs, but like the arranged versions are usually always better. Let's keep it real. But and it's like I said, in my opinion, is this just my opinion? Is just like Third Strike has the best OST out of these 3, but they're still all really good OSTs regardless. So I just recommend listening to all of them if you haven't already. And then like maybe down the line I might do another one for like some of the versus games, or maybe all of them. I don't know, like, excuse me, X-Men versus Street Fighter, and Marvel versus Street Fighter, and Marvel vs. Capcom 1, and even 2, and 3, and Ultimate 3, which has slightly different versions of that, and then there's the X-Men Children of the Atom, and Marvel Superheroes. There's a lot that I could do, but like, for now, out of these 3, it's definitely Third Strike. Alpha 2 is really, really good too. And EX Plus Alpha is honestly also really good. It's just like, in retrospect, I feel like putting it in between Alpha 2 and Third Strike was kind of unfair, because they're both like phenomenal OSTs compared to that one. But it is what it is. And like I said, I know you're people sound off in the comments, and on the YouTube comments, sound off in the SoundCloud comments. Just send me a tweet. I know a lot of people are going to be doing that, because I know a lot of people are going to be disagreeing with some of these choices I made. So it is what it is. Hopefully I'll get back to. Hopefully I'll post another sound test episode before the end of the year. It's been 7 months since I posted the last one. Follow the Twitch, twitch.tv/Chazmosis. Follow the Twitter. Twitter.com/Chazmoses410. Follow the YouTube, youtube.com/CJBlogman. That's BLOGMAN. And that's it. Hopefully you all enjoyed this, even though it went on. I think we're almost going on for 2 hours. Almost 2 hours, like an hour and 50 minutes. Yeah, so it's almost 2 hours. All right, I'll see you guys later. Let's just play the credit music.